We begin tonight with the latest from Ladakh. After a 9-month-long standoff, we finally have some good news. Both sides are pulling back troops. There are satellite images from the banks of Pangong So. This area was one of the flashpoints. India and China agreed to disengage from here last week. Now we have verifiable evidence of Chinese disengagement. The Chinese military had built multiple camps here in late January. It had deployed soldiers and placed military equipment. All of it has now been removed. China has already withdrawn 150 tanks and nearly 5,000 soldiers. More will follow, but this will not end the standoff. Some flashpoints still remain, and China has not really had a change of heart. It is just the change of tactics. So what should India do? What should be Delhi's post-Ladakh strategy? That's our cover story tonight. India is revamping its defense strategy in 3 broad ways. One is processes, the second is procurement, and the third is partnerships. Processes, India is integrating its armed forces. Procurement, India is upgrading its weapons. And partnerships, India is strengthening its military alliances. Let's take these one by one. First, to the reorganization of the armed forces. It began with the appointment of the Chief of Defence Staff, a position that was created by the Modi government. Besides being the single-point military advisor to the Defence Minister, the CDS, Chief of Defence Staff, was given another critical job: the integration of the operations of the Indian Army, the Air Force and the Navy. General Bipin Rawat was appointed as India's first CDS last year. 1 year into the job, he now has a plan ready. According to a report, the first joint commands are ready for a rollout. What are joint commands? Joint commands are units and resources from different branches of the armed forces. They're combined under a single branch with a dedicated commander. Now, this commander takes care of what is called a geographical theatre. The Air Defence Command and the Maritime Theatre Command could be launched by the month of May this year. And both of these commands will play a critical role in boosting India's defences against Pakistan and China. The Air Defence Command will be set up in Prayagraj, we are told, earlier known as Allahabad. This command will control all the air defence resources of all 3 services. The Maritime Theatre Command will be headquartered in Karwar on the west coast. Its job will be to protect the Indian Ocean, India's island territories, and to keep the sea lanes free and open. This is essential not just for India, but for India's allies as well. The Maritime Command will have assets from the Indian Army and the Air Force. India plans to reorganize its forces into 5 theatre commands by 2022. So we expect 3 more to come by next year. Reports say there will be 1 command each for China and Pakistan. India's defense resources will be integrated into these commands, which brings me to the second big move: procurement. The much-needed weapons upgrades. Work on this front began last year. In the last 6 months, India has signed at least 10 defense deals. This includes 83 new Tejas light combat aircraft, 118 Arjun Mark 1A tanks, and tactical drones worth $20 million. A $200 million deal was also struck for Israeli Spice bombs, the ones that the Indian Air Force had used during the Balakot airstrike. Even in the budget this year, the focus was on procurement. While the overall defense budget was hiked by just over 1%, the budget for military modernization has been hiked by almost 19%, 19. The Indian Defense Minister said that this is the highest ever increase in capital outlay for defense in 15 years. New and better weapons will improve India's defenses. Then we come to the third major upgrade: alliances, partnerships. Closer ties with like-minded countries could be a booster shot for India's defense strategy. One of the possibilities here could be the Quad, and India is already at it. The Japanese ambassador to India said as much. In a recent interview, Ambassador Satoshi Suzuki said both allies, India and Japan, had collaborated with India's neighborhood, countries like Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Myanmar, and the Maldives. This is to strengthen the Quad under the Indo-Pacific framework. And this would be welcome news for America. The new Biden administration is serious about the Quad. It wants this informal grouping to evolve into a formal alliance. Biden's biggest challenge at the moment is China, and he will need India's help to deal with Beijing. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.